Welcome to the Truth is Easy podcast, where we celebrate life,
love,
and flyness. I'm Reina-Shaunte.
And I'm Doc.
And we're the Massage. You might know me from the Darman videos and my best-selling book, Finding You in Every Script.
You might know me from my podcast called the B&C Podcast.
And you might know us from the TikTok videos where I'm the star.
And I'm running for my life.
I created the show with my honey. So what?
The attacks, the violence.
I created the show with my honey because we have such amazing conversations on date night.
And basically, she's going to drag you along with us.
We're about to go where no couple has gone before.
What is always with the no couple?
Did you like that
every
shoulder?
couple.
That shoulder action? Gone before.
See, anyways.
The truth is easy starts now.
Good gravy. Shoulders.
The shoulders.
What
It's
happened?
the shoulders. It's that summer workout. That summer workout. Come on, y'all get into it.
Some will work out.
Yeah, summer workout. Some will work out.
Whatever.
Some.
I'm gonna have my apple rings. Thank you. I'm gonna have some of those. Thank you very much.
So today we're going to talk about, do you like it too hot or too cold? Ooh, which one you think we are? Too hot or too cold? All right. What do you think?
The truth is, you know me. I'm always sweating anyway.
Yeah.
However, I hate the cold. I hate the cold with miserable passion of all the demons ever opened on earth. I hate the cold. Like, I believe hell on earth to be Antarctica. It's so cold. The only thing that's there is like polar bears ain't even there.
Polar bears aren't there?
No, it's just penguins.
Oh, it's just penguins.
Yes.
Interesting. I
So
never knew
yes,
that.
because of that, there is no place on earth that lizards won't live, that snakes won't go. Ain't no place on earth that hot.
Right.
So yes, I would take the hot.
You take the too hot.
I take the too hot over being too cold.
So what places are too hot? Like,
Again, I don't think there's a place on earth. We lived in the Mojave Desert.
we did. It was too
And
hot.
it was so hot, but
We
there was
did live
still
there.
wildlife out there.
It's true.
So
It's true.
apple snack.
No, you're right. For me, I would say too hot. Too hot. I will take the too hot over the too cold.
I don't think y'all understand what it's like with this one here. This is Chili Whip.
I can't do the cold,
This
y'all.
is Chili Whip.
I can't do the
now,
cold.
she grew up in D.C.
I did, and it was cold.
watched the D.C. where it's cold.
It was cold, y'all.
She came out to California, and within
I knew.
a couple of months,
This was it for me.
she can't go lower than 70.
This was it. This was it. I actually came to California. It's funny you said that because I came to California in the dead of winter. It was like late December. It was like right after Christmas, not January yet, but late December, and it was cold. But I said, if this is as cold as it gets, this is heaven. It was raining. It was dreary. It was not sunny California, but I said, I can do this. I can do this for the
you
winters.
can
I
do.
can do
This kind of winter.
I can do these winters.
Okay.
I can do this.
Okay.
And then, because I was trying to see if I wanted to live in California or New York,
Okay.
I went to New York like a couple of weeks later in January. I said, I hate this place. I could never, ever live here, ever. Maybe work here during the spring and summer, but never, ever, ever live here
Ever.
throughout the year. Never, ever. Because I hated my life.
Wow.
It was freezing. I could not think. I was so cold. My fingers were falling off. I was so cold, and yet I could still smell the piercing.
The piss. Look at. Oh, I'm sorry. The urine.
The
Urine.
And so it made it even worse. Like, I can't think, but yet I can still smell this pungent
Oh.
urine
Bouquet.
through my nostrils,
Yeah.
which were frozen, right? So then, yeah, it actually got stuck up in there because I got icicles coming out of my nostrils. I hated it.
I believe. Look, honestly, the feeling is mutual, and we both have like friends and deep family that live in New York, or used to live in New York.
I don't know how y'all did.
Then they left.
But I see why a lot of people in New York got attitudes. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you know, love y'all. You know, love y'all, but y'all got attitudes, and it's okay. But I get it, because y'all be cold. Y'all be cold.
Everybody got to
It's
say
hard,
survive.
but y'all be cold.
So I mean, because that is a lot of struggle.
It's too much. I can't.
That's a
I
lot
can't.
of struggle. I remember when you told me you were considering moving, Los Angeles or New York. I remember before I let you finish anything, I remember thinking, I'm glad you chose California because I wasn't even a fan of California, but I knew for doggone sure I was not going to be moving to no stinking New York.
Oh, man. You gonna make New York
They're
people
gonna be
hate
mad. They're
us.
gonna be mad. But see, that's the thing.
Y'all know.
Y'all know.
Come on, y'all
and
know.
you know when you leave, you never move back.
Right, but they still talk about it.
Oh yeah, New York's the greatest.
They still talk about it.
Brooklyn.
I really think that it's
you know what I'm
like
saying?
it's just
And
ingrained in
when
them.
you leave,
Yeah.
you
They
never
never
move
come
back.
back. They never
They'll
come back.
visit maybe. We got.
Or they make their kids go in the summer because they need to see how
you
hard
need,
it
you need
is.
to feel that life. You need to feel that life. Like, oh, you coming back?
Oh, you too soft.
I'm
You
good.
too soft.
I'm good. You know, I've been.
You need to
busy.
go.
You know, I'm busy. We busy. We grown. We can't. You know what I'm saying? We got time for that.
Right. No, man, the cold is not fun. But even in DC, I remember how cold I was. I could not get warm. I remember one time, I was about 16 years old, standing at the bus stop, coming from high school. I was getting ready to go, but I was so cold, and I had on everything. I had on the gloves, I had on the hat, I had the scarf on, I had the coat, I had the boots, I had the stockings, I had everything you can have on, and I was not warm. And I swore to myself, y'all, listen, this is a swear. I said, nobody knew about this swear, just me and the Lord. I swear, when I get a car, and it was only because of the cold, when I get a car, I'm never going to be without a car. I didn't even know when I was going to get that car. I never knew when I was going to get it, but I said, when I get one, I'm going to always have a car because I was standing at the bus stop, 16 years old, watching cars go by. And they was warm in their cars. They was warm. They was so warm. I could see it. They was warm in their cars. They had the heat up. You know, they had the heat up. It was nice and warm. I was standing at the bus stop, y'all. It was hard, man. 16. I was like, I can never, ever be without a car. Because I knew, for me, car meant heat. Car meant heat. I'd rather be hot than standing out here in the cold, y'all. It was cold.
Look, so y'all hear all of,
Woo, Jesus.
all of this. Go take you a drink. All this energy
I need to take a drink.
that she's kicking out. Just talking about how much she hates the cold, right? Now, y'all have seen her. Do she always dress like she ain't gonna be cold?
What? She gonna be cold.
She gonna be cold.
That's
That
what
is
he
a,
always
that's a
say.
lie. That is what I tell her. She'll come out, she's like, babe, how this look? This look cute. It's cute.
Is this cute?
I know it's cute. How cute is it, babe? How cute is it, babe?
She gonna be cold.
And I'm like, did you check what Google said about the temperature? No, it's all right. It's gonna be downtown. See, you missing out. You should come, babe. But you don't ever want to be going. It's okay.
This is what I have learned.
And I'll just be like, hey, Google Plus or Google Assistant, what's the temperature in downtown Los Angeles? It would be like, the temperature in downtown Los Angeles is 68 degrees. And my face goes from this to, she gonna be cold.
She gonna be cold. She gonna be cold. That's what you always say. But this is what I've learned. Hot girls don't get cold. Oh, come on now. Hot girls don't get cold. Hot girls don't get. So that's what I learned.
Like somebody
that's what I had to program in my head. Because you want to be cute. Even when we live in California, yes, but it can get cold. It can be 60.
It can be.
It can be 50.
And she's gonna be cold at 72 degrees. Y'all don't see this girl at night, man. Like, whenever she's trying to get to a movie room and she got the blanket wrapped around here and another one here, she sits on a yoga mat that, is hot. She burns all day. That's her thing.
I love it. I love to sweat. I love the sauna. See, that's a place where it's really hot. Because I know that I am sweating. So I will go in the sauna and I will just sit in the sauna or lay down in the sauna and just sweat.
I don't have to go to nobody's sauna to sweat.
He's a sweater.
I can bend over to tie my shoes.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
All right? Love it. Sweater weather. So, I can bend down and tie my shoes, man. I come up, pat myself dry. For all of my partners from the South, everybody, all the big men, I still keep winning.
But the thing is that in California, it's dry heat. We're used to in Virginia and Maryland and DC.
Super
humid.
Oh my God. It's so bad in August. They don't even let people roof anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, dead serious. Because you can't be like that elevation and working with tar and all this other good stuff, man. So in August, Virginia, and that is when it's like 97. I remember thinking, when I lived back there, man, 97 degrees, I can't even fathom that kind of heat. Oh, that's miserable. Look, 97 and 100% humidity is 1,000,000 degrees.
It's horrible.
It is hell on earth, hellish. Oh my God, it is so bad. You take a shower.
Yeah.
You get out of the shower. You are filthy already. You are
And-
sweated down. All of that hot is just sweat. You get out of there, and then so I left from that kind of southeastern heat and moved to LA.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I remember that song by Tony Tone.
It never rains in Southern California. See you when I get there.
He lied. All of them lied. I was the first 2 weeks. I moved. Look, y'all. I moved to be with this here woman on Inauguration Day when Trump got inaugurated, right? So it was a sad day for a lot of people.
Sad day.
And so I moved from Virginia to California, and on that day. So I recall the weather pattern. It rained for 14 days.
It was a rainy season. It was the sky crying.
My first coming, it was crying. I was crying.
Our ancestors were crying.
Our ancestors was crying. Was like, Lord, no, Master's child is back. Master's spoiled child Billy is back.
Make America great again
Oh
when we
God.
were slaves. Sorry.
So
Back to the subject.
Back to the subject. Threw me off.
So it rained.
It rained for 2 whole weeks. The first time I moved.
But we needed it because California does not get a lot of rain. Usually.
I hear this.
Usually.
I hear this.
We don't get a lot compared to the rest of the country.
I heard that when you were in the desert, you should get consistent weather. So when, all right, now we're in LA. I've been here for a year and a half or so. I get an opportunity for a promotion, but we got to go to the desert. On November, what year was it?
That was 2020?
November, Thanksgiving, 2020. Snowstorm.
It snowed.
Like, I called my mama with
snowed.
pictures and was like, Jesus is coming back today. I'm sure of it.
It's snowing in the desert.
It is snowing in the desert. Y'all, it was not snowing on just concrete.
Yeah.
It was on the desert rocks.
It was.
And just, how much snow has to snow for it to cover desert
Yeah.
rocks? Oh my God. It was
weird weather out there. It was extreme weather in the desert.
And then we leave the desert.
Yes. Oh, and then we leave the desert. Sorry.
We leave the desert and we go to the valley. And it's 1,000,000 degrees.
The valley is hot. The valley is hot. The valley is the valley. Yeah. No, yeah. It was such extreme weather conditions in Palmdale where we were in. That was Antelope Valley. Yeah. And it was the desert. It was the desert because I thought that it would be more hot extremes because we moved up there during the summer, right?
No, we moved in the winter.
Was that the winter?
We moved in the winter because I had a motorcycle.
And it was cold. I remember. I remember the heat. I guess I know it was cold, but it wasn't as cold as when it did get snowy like that next winter.
Yeah.
But the summer heat was extreme. It was hot. It really was hot.
Yeah, like 115.
It hurt.
Yeah, it would get to like 115, but again, it's dry heat.
It is dry heat.
Yeah, that 115 in Virginia, people is dying. I was like, dogs is not coming outside.
That's true.
You frying eggs. But they do that in Phoenix
That's true.
In Arizona all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy hot like that.
Yeah.
All the time. How can you be racist when it's that hot? I mean, Mississippi, Alabama, miserably hot.
It's so hot.
And it was so racist.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
It just comes to mind when I think of certain locations.
Only thing I think about is, how, in some LA areas, they can be a little mad, a little angry, a little gangster. And I'm like, what is LA?
Right.
The weather
is
so beautiful.
You got a nice yard. Y'all gotta look a little different than what we used to make.
Why would you be angry?
That's tough. That is tough.
But the thing I didn't like coming home when we lived in the desert, back when we lived in the desert, and it was so cold in the house. In the house. Now, my husband, he is the best, child. Get you one of these, y'all. He bought me an electric blanket. Oh, I didn't know. Like, people live like this. People have electric blankets, and that's me now. I am the privilege. I am the favorite.
Ask me what happened to it.
What happened to it?
How many drinks did you spill
on
this thing? Until you just shorted out.
I used it a lot.
It doesn't
no.
work
I
anymore.
just used it so much.
And you usually used it while you had 2 hands on a smoothie cup. It's cold.
And
she's making smoothies.
So much.
Smoothies.
But I loved it. This was the most thoughtful gift that my husband could ever give me because I am Chilly Willy. I would sing the song. I don't know if you guys know this song. I'm always chilly willy, I'm frozen through and through.
These are your
my
favorites.
nose is red and my tail is
No,
cold.
no.
Ha-hee-ha-choo! And what about the
do the whole
crocodile along the river Nile? I bet they're always warm as toast. They always seem to smile. I'm always chilly willy, I'm frozen through and through.
I would stop
my
it.
rose is red and my tail is gold.
I don't know if I can.
Ha-hee-ha-choo!
All right.
See, you made me say rose instead of nose. So I got to start again.
No,
Like,
hey, all right. Look. We don't want to do that to the people.
No, but that is the song, really. I remember watching that cartoon.
And being like,
I know exactly. He was a penguin that really was cold, man. I was so cold.
Okay. What is the coldest you've ever been?
I can't even think past that day I was 16. Is there any difference? I felt like I was in a refrigerator. I felt like I was in a freezer. I felt like I was in a freezer, y'all. I ain't even playing with y'all. I cold.
She's
And you know, I'm small now, but I was even smaller than this in 11th grade.
Oh my
I was
God.
even smaller than this. When I got up to college and I was 130 in college, I said, oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm big. I done put on the freshman 20 because I was so small. I didn't even know it. I was so small in 11th grade. So I'm tiny, trying to be warm. I was frozen, y'all. I was frozen. But
Okay.
there has been times like, oh my gosh, I remember so many mornings going out, taking the kids to school, having to go and get hot water to pour on my windshield. Those days were the worst. Having to shovel snow out of the walkway. It was hard too. This was hard snow. We talk about that snow that was up in Palmdale, that was up in the desert. That was
That
soft.
was very fluffy. That was very
The snow back home. The snow back
Oh
home.
my God. It's like little bricks.
It is.
Little concrete
It is cement. It is literally, you are digging up, cracking the cement. Like, it is hard. It's hard living.
Now, it never snowed when I was a kid. In Southeast
because you was
Virginia.
in Virginia.
Yeah.
That was technically the South.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
really-
that's why.
The Mason-Dixon line stuff.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
yeah.
I was in Maryland was. I heard that. Yeah, that's what I
I'm
heard.
sorry,
I
I'm from
heard
Maryland.
it said Maryland.
Anyways. But yeah, no, it snowed maybe one time, maybe when I was 8 years old.
So you know about that hard life.
I didn't get none of that hard life until I moved back
Mm.
after college. And oh my God.
I don't know why it changed because when I moved to Virginia, this is where we met in Virginia. I was going to school in Virginia Beach. It was so cold. It reminded me of DC. I was like, this is no different. And we used to love going to Virginia Beach, you know. Oh, we go to Virginia Beach. That was in the summer.
Right.
They're like going to Virginia Beach because that's like one of the closest beaches to DC. Not knowing that in the wintertime it gets cold and it snows. It's cold, y'all, in Virginia.
It got cold. It got super cold.
Yeah.
I remember when I took the job, the recruiter job,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go, flying back and forth. I thought everything was gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, there was like at least 3 different times I had to call a taxi cab, and I lived down the street from the airport.
Mm.
So this should be the shortest, easiest drive.
Mm-hmm.
My car was stuck because
I believe
I
it.
told y'all I've been pretty hefty all my whole life. I like little cars. I had a Mustang, a Camaro, a T-Bird. All of them sit real low to the ground. Not good for snow.
It's not good for snow. It's not.
So yeah, I had to call somebody to come and get me at 6 in the morning to go to the airport with that chunky snow.
Now, let me tell you about, not only is it hard living, but what about the ice, the black ice? Let me tell y'all, it was an act of God. I was in almost a horrible accident one time with me and the children in the car. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I was driving down the highway and it looked clear, but it was black ice. I literally spinned out in the middle of the highway.
Yo.
Thank God. And we're on the highway. This is daytime.
Yeah.
This is daytime. So it's cars coming. Some act of God, no one hit me. And I didn't hit anybody. Or I didn't hit a rail. Or I didn't flip over the... Let me tell you, it's dangerous too in the cold. It's dangerous. That black ice is real. So that was the one almost catastrophic event dealing with wintertime and cold. But there's been so many times when I slipped on the ice. I slipped on the ice walking. I mean, shoot, it's dangerous in the ice. So it makes you hard. It makes you stressful. It just adds.
The cold is bad.
The cold is bad.
Cold is bad.
Cold is bad.
Cold is bad.
Warm is good. I would say hot is good because we know hot. That kind of represents hell.
Yeah. Here we go.
We don't want to be burning hot, right? Because that's why we are married. Because then we would have been going to burning hot. But we decided to get married.
It's been a wonderful show.
So don't be burning hot.
So strange. I turned it to a TikTok video. It's just wow, so strange. So
But you want it to be nice, like a tropical island, like a tropical paradise. That's how hot I want it. That's how it is in our marriage. We got look at this shirt. This represents the tropical paradise that we
again. It's so interesting. Yeah, I would say.
No, but this is fun. This is fun to talk about
No,
being
that's
too hot
different.
and
Being
too cold.
Look, I promise you, I thought I was gonna die from hypothermia so I had some surgery. I had some work done, and I did it, and they gave the stuff they put you to sleep and all that other stuff. Yo, I think they gave me like enough for a horse because I woke up shivering. My bones were cold, and so like they had me wrapped up in 3 blankets. 2 of them were heated blankets, like a heated blanket right here and a heated blanket right here. And so I'm laying next to a fire, drinking because I couldn't drink much, but tomato soup, hot, scolding tomato soup, and I was shivering as I was in. I promise you, I thought I was gonna die. Oh, I was like, if this is what crack feels like, how can anybody smoke crack? Oh. I don't know.
Who told you? I was about to say, who told you crack is like that?
I don't know. I just started on something horrible. But yeah, no, that's the coldest I've ever been.
That's cold. That's cold.
Violently cold. Because like there's a level of like angry cold. I've been angry cold plenty of times, right? So like we were in a tent. This is back in college during the military stuff. We had to camp outside, and it was 14 degrees.
Oh
outside.
No!
And so they tell you policy is to stay warm. Get naked and get in your sleeping bag. Okay. Because if you sweat, then like you don't want to sweat, like your clothes be wet and all that other stuff. Oh. Well, I didn't subscribe to that. I went to no. I'm definitely not doing that. But another one of my partners did. So it's the middle of the night. I get up because I gotta pee, and it is back-breakingly cold outside.
Jesus.
And
Brokeback Mountain.
No, pause. All of the super pause on that.
No. Okay.
You can think of almost any other mountain. You can Magic Mountain, Paramount Mountain, not that one. Ew. No. So I don't even want to tell the rest of the story. That's weird.
Tell the story. You and the guy.
I didn't want to go pee the guy. I got up to go pee.
Oh, you said something about
I got up to go pee.
Okay.
And he heard me from outside.
Okay.
He pokes his head out and he goes, "I'm sorry, what you doing?" I said, "Man, I gotta go piss." Oops, gotta go pee. And so he's like, "How do you have all your clothes on that fast?" I said, "What do you mean? Because did you follow the orders? Did you get naked in your sleeping bag?" I was like, no, because I need to go pee, and I'm not going to pee like naked. I said, "So are you naked right now?" He goes, "Yeah."
See, maybe
I no longer had to pee.
Maybe if you was naked,
I no longer had to pee.
It would have been a Brokeback Mountain situation.
No, not at all. But that was. Yeah, I no longer had to pee. That's how cold and afraid I was.
You didn't have to pee no more.
I didn't have to pee no more. Just, nope, I'm good. Nope.
Okay, this reminded me of, you remember you used to come home from school and it'd be real cold and then you stick your feet on the heater? Oh, man, baby. That heat would burn. Your feet would be like tingling like needles and killing you.
Is that why your toes be curling like that?
What you mean?
So, look, thank y'all for joining us with The Truth is Easy. We'll be back with you again. If you do like the show, subscribe, like all that. Tweet about it, thread it up, and all that. All right, so thank you so much.
I'm always chilly willy. I'm frozen through and through.
Yeah, that's it.
My nose is
all right,
my tail is cold.
Nope.
Ha, he, achoo.
Nope.